Toyota, well known for some quite popular vehicles such as the A80 Supra and the latest version, the Mark V A90. But did you know a while ago they created another car which has since kind of been forgotten about by the community? And no, I'm not talking about the FJ40. I'm talking about this, the Mark VII, I think it is, Celica SS-I from 2003. Now, recently this has just been added back into Forza Horizon 5 as part of the Series 3 summer playlist. For example, right here, you see, 45 points will land you one of these. But how does it sound? What is it good for? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to go and try it out. So, let's go have a listen, and then we'll go into the festival and go and see what upgrades we can do to this thing. Ah, wasn't that a good sounding car? Well, let's go ahead and see, we go over to conversion, what engines we can put into this thing, because hopefully, if the rumours are right, we've got quite the engine choice. So we'll go to here, we've got 4 extra engines to choose from, including the 2-litre VVT. I think that might be some Honda. We've also got a 1.6-litre inline-4 turbo rally from something. We've got a racing V6, which really does intrigue me. And here it is, the racing 3-litre inline-6 turbo, also known as the 2JZ. Now, I've got a couple ideas for builds I want to do to this car, but the first one I think we're going to go with is going to be an A-Class, we're going to go a little different. We're going to go A-Class front-wheel drive race car. So if we're going to do that, we're going to go semi-slick. We're going to make the front tyres pretty wide. We can go up, we can go up to 265s. Okay, we're going to go 245s on the front, and we're going to go 265s on the back. And we're going to go ahead and get some rims for this thing, as well as a few other upgrades that I'm going to do, and then we'll be right back. But before we do go and do that, I want to go over something quickly. Aero and appearance. Because as you can see, there's a lot of stuff you can do to this car. For example, you can go and put the stock front back on it if you wish to, the kind of more bland and boring one. And you've got the Carminari front bumper for it. We've also got the Trial front bumper for it. We've got the Razzie Street front bumper, that looks interesting. We've got the Wings West front bumper, and we've also got the Horizon 5 race front bumper, which we're going to need, but yeah, it doesn't look entirely horrible on this thing, but it doesn't look the greatest either. Going to the wings, we've got a lot. We've got this tiny little Toyota wing, once again Carminari. We've got Wings Rest, we've got this one. We've got more Carminari Street rear wings, that one's not too bad actually. We've got JSP Motorsport for not 1, but 2, 3, 4, and well, that's about it. Just 4 different wings. The Trial Race rear wing, I can't speak, excuse me. And we've got APR Performance Race rear wing. Both of these rear wings will give us some tuning settings for downforce, so we're going to go with that one because we can. And at the end of that, there's also this Forza one as well, which looks not the greatest. Now there's also options for the bonnet from VIS Racing, I think that is. We've got 2 front bonnet options. That one's probably lighter, so we'll go with that one. Side skirts, we've got Toyota Street, we've got Carminari once again, Wings West, we've got the Trial, and Razzie again. So I think we're going to go with Toyota just for this one. And then for the rear bumper, we've got the Street, which is essentially the stock one. We've got Razzie yet again, and we've got Wings West. Although for this one, I think we're going to go with that. Right, now I'm going to go and put a whole heap of upgrades onto this thing and hope it works. Oh, interestingly, we can't go up to a race transmission. We've got to keep sport. Okay then. We'll go and do the driveline and the diff, and I think we go to race diff. That should be about all we can chuck on this thing. Although, there is the option for some spacers. So we're going to go ahead and do that. They actually really fill out this really nicely, actually. Look at that. Wow, okay. I'm impressed, game. We've done something good. Now, this wouldn't be complete without a design on there, so we're going to go with somebody inviting us. Cool. Come on, we've got to. It's me. We'll go... Actually, no. We'll come back to this one. So I think I've just spotted down here Toyota 86 Racing. So we're going to start with this one, but we're going to switch up the designs a couple times to this. So keep an eye out. So here we go. If I go over to difficulty and settings, we'll see how I've got everything set at the moment. We're up against highly skilled driver tires. These are all my settings. So let's go ahead and go to start race events and see just how good this Celica really is. I do not have a good feeling about this. Sir, if you could kindly move, thank you. Ow. Right, let's go and see if we can catch most of the field, because this thing is now built up to an A-class race car and front-wheel drive too, which is actually really not too bad. We've made up quite a fair few spots on that corner alone. Let's go and see. We'll go onto the inside of the Silvia. Let's see, we'll go past the Nissan as well, probably in a minute. Let's see, can the almighty Speedy Celica do it? That's what I'm probably going to nickname this thing, the Speedy Celica. Go to the inside. Hey, this thing's actually really, really good. Okay, I'm surprised. It's not even the end of the first lap, and we're leading this already. Well, it won't be leading for long if I keep taking dodgy lines like that, though. Right, let's keep going. So one thing I found out about this car is it has a hellish amount of understeer, but I'm sure that can all be fixed in time, just taking a little bit of a quicker route through there. There we go, goodbye BMW. Right, let's see. We'll go up into here. In fact, who'd have thought in future this company and BMW will be collaborating to build the Mark V Supra? Madness. But yeah, this thing, I believe, this specific Celica, the SS-I in this game, was a port from Forza Motorsport 4 back on the Xbox 360. It's actually really, really cool. Now, I'm not sure how many of these Celicas are in existence, but I do know of one locally, which is kind of intriguing. Who knows, I might try and remake that on here eventually. But that won't be in this video, because I've got a lot of other ideas that I still need to try, and we need to get on and finish this race. So it seems I've certainly picked the right livery for this race, because we're currently still out in front. We've only been overtaken by first once, but we were able to go and get that back very, very quickly. Which means this car for A-class front-wheel drive is actually really, really good. Now, the tune for this will be probably going up onto the Horizon 5 storefront if you want it, and the tune code should hopefully be up on screen above my Celica about now, if I remember to do that. Editing me, please, I hope you put that in there. But yeah, we'll go ahead, go through this little area, and then we're going to go across the line in first. Okay, I'm impressed. And that makes it even better. Now, let's go in and go and reset all the tuning again, because I have got an idea for the next little thing that I want to do to this thing. It may or may not involve a 2JZ. Let's just go and add that, or add that, and add these, and this too. Okay, and then we'll pull up to here, we'll set this up, and away we go. Now this thing is really, really quick off the line. I mean, look at that. We're up into fourth, this is still going, and 214 through the camera. This thing, oh, there's no brakes. That went well. Yeah, this thing is actually really, really speedy. Next, we've got to go and find out just how speedy it really is. So, back to the festival. Okay, so here we are now over at the motorway, and it's time to go and find out just how quick our little Celica can go. Because it proved itself worthy in A-class with the racetrack. Let's see if it can prove itself worthy with our little race down the motorway, I guess. Now, I know a lot of people have been able to get 280 out of this thing, so I want to try and see if I can do that too. But I've had to get some aero on the back to try and keep this thing stable, because otherwise it is going to go completely all over the place, which is not good. Let's just put it that way. So let's see, we've got 258 side of a coach, and if we keep going down this way, we should hopefully eventually get to the downhill where we'll get quite a fair bit of our speed. Hopefully, at least. Let's see, 258 through the camera, and going down here we gain a little bit of speed up to 265, but it is not quite the 280 that everybody else claims to be getting. So I'm going to try one setup quickly, and if that doesn't work, then we're going to go and drift this thing. And this is the one that we're going to be looking at. I'm not quite too sure whether it still runs the same engine, but, well, there's only one way to go and find out, really, isn't there? Where are my wheels? Where are my wheels? What? So here we go with the second and other final attempts to try and see what this thing can do. So we've got to try and beat 265, this time not using our own tune, but using the one that you saw just now. And let's go and see. This thing has 8 gears, 9 gears. Is it going to have a full 10 gear gearbox? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to go ahead and just floor it and try and keep it on the road, which we're not doing a very good job of. But oh well, let's keep on going. Let's see, that's going towards the top of 9th, 260, up into 10th. Okay, this thing has a 10 gear gearbox in a Celica. Who would have thought? Right, we're going to keep on going. 272, 273, 274, 276. Can we get even quicker? 277. I saw 277 for a split second. But I don't think we're going to get any quicker than that. So, we've got one last thing to do, and that is go and chuck this Celica sideways. It has taken me that long. It is now night in Forza Horizon 5. Oops, oh well. Hey, I've got my car at least, so let's go ahead and try and drift this thing at night. Go and see what works, what doesn't, and whether this was a good idea! I really get the feeling it wasn't. Okay, and here we go. We'll go ahead and chuck your car in there.
But the next Horizon Arcade event will begin shortly.
I don't care about Horizon Arcade right now, I'm recording a video, thank you very much. 36,000 on the first attempt in the dark, and let's go and see. We'll wait for that to go and roll back around, and we'll go and head back in for the second attempt. I don't care, game. Stop telling me about Horizon Arcade, I don't want to do Horizon Arcade. But oh well, the next round also nets us 33,000 points, which is not bad in slightest. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this little Celica. I think it's done well for itself. And I would definitely advise going and getting this for yourself, just to go and try it out for a bit. If you don't like it, maybe you can sell it on the auction house later. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this thing, and I have barely scratched the surface with this video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you, and a goodbye. Okay, but can I launch this thing into outer space? Apparently I can.